Welcome to The Lounge, the Her Lounge, that is, where we share laughter, life experiences, and heart-to-heart dialogue. I am Lynn.
I'm Juna.
I'm Pauletta.
I'm Queasy. And we are
your four best new girlfriends.
Welcome to The Lounge, y'all. This is where we connect with you every week through, and I know, okay, let's go back. We haven't been doing it every week.
No, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It sounds good in
this
theory.
is a declaration. Welcome to The Lounge, where we plan to connect with you.
Yeah.
Every week.
It's the plan.
Through laughter,
That's the plan.
life
We
experience, and heart-to-heart dialogue.
We want to.
Y'all see I got all my girls in here.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's cross-country skiing or anything. We're all here. And, and today we're going to be talking about checking on your strong friend. When the go-to person needs a safe place to land. Oh, that's so good. Checking on your strong friend when the go-to person needs a safe place to land. All right, Chrissy, you know you are resident.
Statistician.
Let's go.
Let's go. And I wanted to get numbers, but I feel like the research is good enough. I think it's going to hit home. So here we go. We often think that the most reliable and high-functioning people in our lives are doing great. But the facts about hyper-independence and caregiver burnout are so different. Research on the strong Black woman and related psychological models show that people who feel like they have to show constant emotional strength have higher rates of repressed depression, anxiety, and psychological distress, but they only see a psychiatrist a small fraction of the time that the general population does. A study in the Journal of Health and Social Behavior also discovered that strong friends often take on the emotional burdens of their whole social circle. I'm going to read that again. Strong friends often take on the emotional burdens of their whole social circle. However, long-term emotional caregiving without reciprocal support leads to a unique type of isolation called, remember this term, surrender fatigue or hyper-independence, in which a person forgets how to ask for help even when they are drowning. I'm going to read that end part one more time. That type of isolation is called surrender fatigue or hyperindependence, in which a person forgets how to ask for help, even when they are drowning. I think one of my favorite quotes is, I'm not going to be able to quote it like it is because I done forgot it, but I do know that it talks about you can't save them when they're fighting. You know, like if they're drowning,
Right.
it's hard, you know, and I think that's how people who are the strong friends, we try to present as if I got this. I don't need help. Or what we don't realize
I'm good.
is, people literally see you drowning, but you're still saying, I'm good. So what you think about that, Paulina?
I don't know. I think all of us are like hyper, independent to some extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think some of it extends from childhood. And let me say this, hyper independence is like you've been let down so much that you just like, you know what, I'll just do it on my own. Okay.
Lynn Gates. Andrea Lynn Gates. Do y'all know her?
Child.
Juna Michelle
Lauren.
Gavan. I don't know what her middle name is.
Juna Lauren, baby.
Juna Lauren.
Yes, Lord.
Juna Lauren
Gavan.
Gavan.
I mean, Lord.
I'm sorry, Pauletta.
No, you're good.
We were having a moment.
It's fine. But yeah, so I think that, we all are hyper independent.
Yeah.
I want to say interdependent. I don't know why. But I'm going to say this, that in order to break that hyper independence, it comes down to a choice.
Okay.
Do I always, because a lot of time when you are like always a strong person and you never want to ask for help, you tired because you are mentally tired, you are physically tired, and you are spiritually tired.
I am alone
And
on
so-
a crossroad. Oh,
She was singing at first.
okay.
Like, what?
I'm sorry. All right, I ain't gonna interrupt you no more.
I'm sorry.
Get free, friend.
What'd you say?
Get free, friend.
I got a few in me.
But when I
What
say
I
tried
say?
and true,
Listen.
I tried them and I know them.
Wait, hey, but
I'm sorry.
Pauletta, before you go, because I know you finna really get deep in there, but I wanted to, because I want to just kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, is that when you're so used to being strong, you get tired, and see, the strong friend too shows up in not just what we call a friendship, but even in relationship, right? And so I find myself like all the time. I was telling Robert yesterday, he was like, just why can't you just calm down? And I was like, listen, I'm a ABCDE person. Mm-hmm. So if I give you the circumstance and it looks like on your face, you got any worry, I'm thinking I'm protecting you, but what I didn't realize is that was coming across like I didn't want him to care for me. But because I'm an ABCDE, wow. I'm looking for every option. Wow. Like, and I'm gonna work. I can't calm down until I know we found our solution, right? But that was me taking over a lot of times, like just coming in and just taking over. And he like, hey, we in the relationship together, right? This relationship.
You're not saying,
but that's from being the strong person. Like every group I had, think about school. When you in the group, who always got to be one to take over the group and say, come on, let's do our work. Because everybody just sitting there. I got tired of doing that. That's why I don't like group projects to this day.
I'd be like, oh, I want to be in Queesy's group.
No, I'd be like, no. Because I know. And then I didn't know how to delegate and then let other people be a part. That'd be my whole. I mean, nobody else could talk but read what I put down because I took over the whole group and gave you what you was going to say.
And that's why I would want to be in your group.
Yeah.
But, you okay, friend?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because you back in Miles.
I'm telling you. I went straight back to Miles College. Well, I would tell the professor, do not call my name out. Don't say I did it right because they going to all come to me. They don't know my name until they need help. I hated that. Okay, I'm out. Go back. Go ahead, friend.
No, it's one more.
Okay. I'm good. Sure? I'm good.
Paula, it's one more. It's one more.
I say we getting free today.
Not say.
Yep.
But the hyper independence, like you're tired.
Yeah.
And what happens is that because you have become accustomed to this, you have become accustomed to being tired. And so the abnormal becomes normal. So you just be like, okay, I'm functioning in chaos. I'm functioning in tiredness. I'm functioning. And you're wondering why your body's shutting down. You're wondering why all of these aches and pains. It's because your body is like, hey, we need to rest. And when you do have the opportunity to rest, your mind is going. Your mind is going, So I think one thing, and also another thing that I wrote down is that hyper independence can kill a marriage. It can kill a marriage because like you were saying, like if Rob is sent there to be the head and to do all of these things, but you're too busy trying to be the problem solver. What room does that leave for him to do his role?
Yep.
Play his role. That's why it's even important to talk about gender roles in premarital count. But that's a whole other. But I'm just saying. So hyper independence, and it's hyper meaning that it's
overkill.
It's overkill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can definitely destroy a marriage. But I think it comes down to making a choice. Do I want to consistently be tired? Do I want to be able to open myself up to friends? Do I want to be able to be like, hey, I need some help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think for that strong person, if they come to the point where they're like, you know what? I need to make a decision because it's going to be, I'm finna check out of here or I can ask for help.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to trust because that's going to be the hardest thing. Opening yourself up to be able to trust, to say, okay, I'm going to ask this person for this and I'm going to trust that they're going to be able to hear me. I'm not going to think about what their response is going to be. I'm just going to trust that they're going to do what I need them to do. And that's very hard. That's very hard when you've been doing it on your own for so long, to relinquish some level of control is extremely hard. It's extremely hard.
Especially when you've tried to do that and it's, I'm going to say, failed.
Right.
Like you try to trust and you be like, okay, let me see. And then it don't, pan out.
Right.
Which just kind of pushes you back to.
This is why I do it by myself. This is why I do it by myself. But I don't know. What do you think about like hyper independence, Juna? Like, do you feel like Like it can. Do you think it could even destroy friendships?
I think hyper independence can destroy relationships, period, especially because relationships are about partnership in some kind of way. If you are in relationship with someone, we've talked about this before, there has to be some type of reciprocity in the relationship. And if you are constantly the one always doing, then at some point you're going to get frustrated. Like you was talking about, you're tired. I'll say for myself, for me, I have learned that if I don't back up, I'm going to kill myself. Literally. Like, that's essentially committing suicide. When you don't back up, when I don't back up, when I'm constantly trying to do everything and be everything to and for everybody, that's killing me. That I just recently went through this and felt like I was literally about, if I did not back up, I was gonna die. Like die. And
Not just die.
not just die, like for real, die, you know? And so, and what I've discovered about myself too is that I don't like to cry. So when I cry, I'm crying about the situation, but I'm also crying because I don't want to cry.
I'm mad that I'm
I'm
crying.
mad that I'm crying.
Why don't you like to cry? Is it a sign of weakness?
I just don't like to cry because I felt like if I'd have gotten to the point to where I'm crying, it's something I didn't do. Something should have been done that I didn't do.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like,
But what if you're hurt?
now that's different. That's different because I'll cry when I'm hurt, but I don't like to cry. I don't like it. I don't, like my niece. No. I don't want it. I don't I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's even though once it's done, the release happens and you feel better, but then I don't like to cry. I just don't like to cry because I feel like something should have happened before I got to this point
Really? That's
of
interesting.
crying. Like
Wow.
something should have. Now I love to cry in the presence of the Lord. Now I know
That's a freedom. That's a
right.
safe
It's
place, ain't it?
right.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Lord. But when I ain't in the presence, then I know.
So you really don't feel like you see it as a weakness?
I don't know if it registers as weak.
Okay.
It may. I could very well think that way. I just never thought.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, I just never thought of it as weak. To me, I'm just thinking that something should have happened. This could have been resolved. Something should have happened before I got to this point of tears. And
Wow.
it's also, especially when it's related to relationship disappointment, because like you, God be done told me.
Heck yeah.
He been done told me. I've been got 92 warnings.
But you know what? One thing that I've learned too in this season is to sit in the part that I had and stuff.
Yeah.
Whether it was that I enabled people by keep trying after God done showed me, or whatever part I played. One thing I've said, have done is say, you know what? This is my fault.
Me too.
And what can I do to make sure that this never happens again at this level?
Me too.
So
Me too.
that I've done.
Me too. And but what I'll say too about even being able to really identify it. We're talking about checking on our strong friends. Being able to, I don't think that this is just me. I don't think, unless if you are the strong friend, you can identify subtleties in your friends when they're not doing good. But when you're not the strong friend, you don't identify no subtleties. You don't understand because you don't pay that kind of attention. Right. You know what I mean?
That's
You don't
so true.
identify no subtleties. You don't do that. That ain't what you do. You the one that pull on everybody.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
You the one out here.
But when you are the one that's pulling on everybody, you may not identify subtleties, but you're the one gonna have to make the conscious decision to open your mouth and ask folks how they doing. You know what I mean? But the strong friend gonna identify the subtleties, cause they hey, what go? Cause we watch.
Yeah.
We take care of everybody. You all right? You look attitudinal,
Need to tune up.
What's going on? You're a little short with the people, So we'll identify that, You're a little quiet. What's going on? Why you look that way when he said that?
Yep.
We're observing those subtleties, but a person who isn't considered the strong friend, they're not going to do that, and so they'll have to make conscious decisions to step outside of themselves to check on. Now, it may not come naturally, right? It may be something they're going to have to practice in the beginning, but it's important to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's how you show up for the strong friend. The strong friend need to be checked on. And usually it's the strong friend checking on the other strong friend in another strong group, in another group.
They got their own
separate group.
That is
so it's here has if you are usually the anchor for everybody else, what has been the hardest part about raising your hand and saying I need help too? And what did it feel like the first time somebody actually showed up for you without having to ask? I don't even know anymore. I don't know if that has happened recently enough for me to even answer that. Where somebody, has somebody showed up and without me asking. I don't know. I don't even know if I've had that recently, but definitely, let me say this. If I need something, I know who I can go to.
Right. I was just going to say, and it may not be in your circle.
Yeah, I know who I can go to, if I need something. But, it's going to still take a lot for me to go. But, if I need something, I'm just going to be honest with you. When you have lived your life learning how to just manage stuff yourself, it's not what you want to do.
Right.
It's just become what you've accustomed to. Mm-hmm. And because of what you've experienced, it has become how you automatically respond. One thing I never want to do is be a burden on somebody. I don't never want somebody to, and I mean, that has stuck with me from a child, is being told, I'll never forget it, that I was not their responsibility. When I was told that, I was 16. I'll never forget it. That has stuck with me to this day. So I'm in my head, there's a part of me that never wants to feel like I'm inconveniencing you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to be convenienced. For me. There are people who don't mind being inconvenienced.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want somebody who mind being inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that, when I feel that, I separate. I really separate now because that's just something I can't get with. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I've shown up for you, So when it comes time to show up for me and you have a problem with that, I'm out on that. I ain't doing that. So but I don't have an immediate reference where I could say, well, somebody did something without me asking. Probably my birthday party is the easiest, quickest reference that I have. Is that outside of that, I don't know if anything has happened since then. But outside of my birthday, doing things that I didn't ask, didn't necessarily ask, adding, taking care of stuff. Yeah, I would definitely say that.
What I'll say about what I've learned about myself is that I'm low key codependent. I got codependent. I'm low key codependent. I got low key codependent.
What you mean?
Now let me tell you what I'm saying.
How you hyper independent and codependent?
Where you need to be needed. That's codependent.
Okay, you need to be needed.
Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to be needed.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's where the doggone
Do y'all think don't y'all think we all have a level of that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like if we just be honest,
Yep.
like needing to be fulfill something in all of us.
Yep.
That's the hype of come in.
No, you're hyper. Without the independent. Just say hyper.
That's where the hype of come in at. I think because that wouldn't get unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so because I struggle with that needing to be needed. That's Paulette. That Paulette.
I don't know if
Paulette.
I need to
That's
I don't know. I think we all have a level of wanting to feel needed.
wanting
But
to.
there's a difference between needing to be needed and wanting to be needed. There's a
wanting to-
difference.
There's a difference between needing to be needed and wanting to meet a need.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference. Because
Wow.
needing to be
Y'all got me thinking.
needing to be needed is codependency. That's codependency. Now I ain't got no.
That's my role in the relationship.
Come on.
My role is you need me, so now I'm showing up in this relationship. You need me? Okay, now I'm showing this is how I'm showing up in the relationship. Versus, I see a need. Let me go ahead and fill this need.
Yes.
You know, it's tough because there's no role if I'm just feeling a need. But I see this friendship, this is my role.
Right. And
you have a need and I'm gonna feel the need.
And you ain't gonna raise your hand in that friendship, in that circle right there. Not to them. You're not raising your hand.
Why? Because you know ain't that gonna happen.
They can't help you. They can't help you because in that circle, you
But
the
how
one that
does
take
it
care of everybody.
feel to be in circles and you're the only person in the circle who can supply a need?
It feels good because you need to be needed.
Oh, yeah. Like,
It can
so
definitely
does
be
that mean you had an HNIC complex?
You don't think so?
If you're in a circle and nobody in the circle can supply what you supply at the level you supply, and in this part now, and you know it.
Yeah. Well,
And that's a circle that you stay in, knowing nobody else in that circle can really give you anything that you really need, but you're a source to everybody there. You don't think that's somebody who like being
that's cold.
the head honcho
And it's also feeding your ego.
and your insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you don't be around anybody
That don't
where you the least on the totem pole.
And the reality is that you don't when that is prevalent, you don't attract nothing but them kind of folks.
needy folk.
Now you know what?
But parasites.
Yeah.
That's
You don't have number parasites
and you
around.
don't attract them but people who like when you see friend groups where it's one person that they lead, they the HNIC, that's because of insecurity, and they're never gonna have anybody in their group who know who they are.
And no one is ever going to tell that person, hey, first of all,
Right.
pipe down.
Exactly.
Nobody needs you. We like you. You in this group because we like you.
We like you.
Not
but
because
you're
of what you can give us.
Well, in sports, sometimes they call that a form of bullying because they would always tell RJ that they noticed that he only wanted to play people who were weaker. You know what I'm saying? Because it almost was let's say it's certain rooms you go in and you know I'm the strongest one in here, right? And there it goes back to the ego, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my husband would say, I'm not going to let you go there because that's bullying. You're only empowered when you're in rooms where you know I can go in here and conquer it. No, I'm going to put you in places where
You fear and trembling.
there you go. Because that's what's going to build what you need to survive. Right?
Good.
And so that is definitely a form. I didn't see it.
Bullying.
Yeah, I didn't see it then.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you know what? That is a form of bullying. And it can happen in church. It ain't just sports. That can happen in church. That can happen everywhere. You hear me? You go in
Especially on the
certain
praise team. It's hard. Like nobody want to let me sing. Everybody's always one person that want to sing. I can't get a solo. But I'm grown.
Oh,
I'm healing.
Free and shoulda.
So how do we transition our friendships from one-sided venting spaces into balanced reciprocal relationships where every single person, no matter how strong they are, has permission to be weak, has permission to be imperfect, and has permission to be taken care of. How do we transition? Because okay, let's do it like this. Let's do an examination of our friend groups.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, let me just be quiet. But anyway, let me just stay with the example and not get my feelings in it. Let me not get personal.
Oh, this one tickle.
You already weak.
Let me not get personal. Because I'm healing right now, so I probably really need to be careful what I say. But anyway, I'm going through a healing. I ain't at the end yet. So everybody examine your friend group. Whatever group you consider to be your core friend group. We got it in our heads?
Yes.
How do you transition that group? Think about everybody in the group. Okay? How do you transition that group into being balanced, into being reciprocal, and into where every person in the group feels they have permission to be weak, they have permission to be imperfect, and they have permission to be taken care of? You looking at your group, and you looking at everybody in your group. How do you transition that group into being a balanced friendship where everybody can feel weak, everybody can feel like they should be taken care of, everybody can freely feel imperfect?
Oh,
Dog, that's right.
That's right.
I don't think. I
Put
think
Desiree
there's
on the
another
mic.
option.
That was my answer.
I think there's another option. I think.
What's the other option?
I think the option.
You got this. I'm tired of telling you to speak in this mic.
I think there is another option, but it's going to require the strong friend to do it.
Come on, tell us what
Okay.
it is.
It is that the strong friend gonna have to, because the strong friend is the only one that don't feel like they can be weak and perfect. They're taken care of, right?
that's a great.
But do you also feel like the strong friend is the only one that's strong enough to be honest?
No, not. I think the strong friend is because see, oftentimes the strong friend isn't always honest because honesty is not just telling them what they need. The honesty is the strong friend also telling everybody else what they need, right?
That's good.
I gotta be strong enough to say no. We can't make this about you today. This is what I got going on, and I need y'all. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, strong friend ain't saying that like that. We want,
to take care of everybody.
but we also want people to respond to us the same way we respond. We want people to be proactive in our group. We want them to be proactive, right? We want them to demonstrate that same level of care and concern that we do, right? That's what we expect. But because this is our group, this is what, and it happens with the ones that not the weakest, huh? But but it does. The one that ain't the weakest will check. But the weakest one ain't doing it. They just not. They're just not.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but as the strong friend, I think it's going to be important that there is another level of honesty that we demonstrate where we say, hey, I can't do it today. I can't carry that today. I got a lot going on. And now the question is, I'm getting to the question of the week, so I ain't gonna go there. But I have to be able to say, I can't carry that today.
How do we get our friendships to become like this? Like this says, how do we get our spaces, our circle to become balanced?
Like
Because when all of us look at our circles it's not balanced.
No, it's not.
No.
You got somebody in there that's carrying the weight of the whole circle.
Yeah.
You got somebody in there who, like, you got so many different spaces and people that's represented in the circle. How do you get the circle to be a balanced circle where no one has to be the strong friend anymore?
I think that's a conversation.
There you go. Real conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Because you may have to literally treat this, I hate
Like
to say
an
this, like
intervention.
HR, like knowing your role, like being specific about what the expectations are, because without that, it's going to always keep rolling the same way. And I don't know if we've seen that enough. We've seen it to be able.
But I don't think we really, and I don't mean we here, but I think we use the term friend too loosely.
Okay, that's true.
And I think the reason why we're in some friend groups is because of proximity and loyalty.
Yeah.
Not so much because they're a friend.
That's good.
Because if I need to have a hard conversation with you,
Can I do that?
I can't do it.
Right.
So if you have a central friend group, and we say, this my group, you feel like in order for that group to qualify as a true friend group, everybody in the group should be able to tell each other the truth.
Yes. And then,
So
and
if that's not happening, then
it's
what
not a
is that group?
Then we just a bunch of people that like to laugh and joke. That's it. We're not friends because we've had some hard conversations.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And
I
so
had some hard conversation in my friend
right,
group.
that's what I'm saying. And so
Well, that means that it's a legitimate friend group.
Right.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
what makes it a legitimate friend group? If there's only one person in the group who everybody just do what they want to do,
Oh no.
or you got two people in the group who will have a conversation, but you got three others who ain't gonna say nothing and ain't gonna stand up
Yeah, that
and ain't gonna have an
I
opinion.
got you.
How do you even qualify that as a real friend group?
it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's just a bunch of people that have something in common that like to hang out. But not. But then it depends on what is your definition of a friend,
Right.
and what are your
So
expectations?
what is your definition of a friend? How would you define that?
A friend is someone I can rely on. A friend is someone I can rely on. A friend is someone that I can trust. A friend is someone I'm trying to think of what else that
Closer than a brother.
right. And
Be
just
honest.
that I can be honest, I can have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? And I think now a best friend is the only one that's gonna see me naked.
Okay.
And I know that even though you see me naked, like you may judge me, but I know at the end, like it's coming from a good place. It ain't coming from a
But do you think it's judgment? Because some stuff we call judgment ain't judgment.
well, okay. I mean, I guess but if I'm saying from the person revealing their nakedness, the fact that I'm revealing my nakedness, there's a level of vulnerability. So even if you say something, I'm gonna think you judging me, even though you really may not be judging me. But because I'm vulnerable, I'm just gonna be
That's
like,
where you gonna take it.
I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? But because I know where it's coming from, I'm not gonna hold on to it and be like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference between, and of course your best friend is you trust them, they're loyal, blah, 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 blah. But they're the only ones that see you naked. Everybody can't see you naked.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Everybody can't afford to see you naked.
Yeah.
And you can have some close friends groups, but they may not need to see you naked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think understanding what is your true definition of a friendship, just because we have something in common doesn't necessarily mean we're friends, but like I'm in a season where I don't want any new friends. And if it comes up,
Dog.
I mean, I'm just saying,
God.
but
dog.
if it happens, then it's because God is ordaining this.
Okay.
I'm not handing out applications. Hey, can you fill this out for,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if it happens, it happens, but I'm not out there like, oh, I want to make some new friends, and I know that, but it's just cause like I got enough already that I'm trying to manage enough friend group. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't know.
But you just put an S on the end of friend group. So is it possible to have friend groups that that vulnerability is different for different friends.
Yeah, like I have a group of friends
My
at work.
spiritual.
Yeah, I have,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You got friends they're friends that I have at work that I'm cool with. Now they're not gonna see me naked, you know, but I'm cool with them. Like I'm cool with, and I trust them, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, like you have those, and I have some my sorors. That's a friend group, you know. So I have different.
I guess too, from what you all are saying, I guess your expectations out of each group is different. Like I know from my core group, I'm not expecting that from my work group.
Right.
You know, like we kiki at work and it ends there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it ain't nothing deeper. So I guess it's defining the group.
Right.
And being clear
Very
about
clear.
what you expect out of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but that's the problem, that, you know, we don't want to really take the time. And I tell my kids, like, y'all remember in chemistry when we had to do those circles? You know, like in the center of the circle were like protons and neutrons, and then there was another circle, and then there was another circle. Yeah, I always tell them that your core is that center, you know, and it's small enough just for one person. Then you have another circle, you know,
That's
those
a
could
good
be
way
your
to say that.
friends, you know what I'm saying? Then the other circle are your associates.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we've made our associates our friends,
Absolutely.
you know, and that's where the problem.
The
lines get blurred.
We don't know the definition of friendship, and one of the things my mom always told me that I take with me everywhere I go is that, Queasy, it is your responsibility to get around people who pour into you just as much as you pour into them, because when that does not happen and you become empty, then you become exhausted, and the exhaustion turns into bitterness, and they don't know why you're bitter. But that's the line that it goes to, and it's hard to come
That's
from
good.
there. So yeah.
All right, our question of the week, Juna.
How do you respond to your strong friends' boundaries? Do you respect them, or do you punish them for having them?
Do you respect them or do you punish them?
How you gonna be mad at my boundaries?
If
The people that mad at boundaries are people who didn't have right intentions from the beginning.
the people that mad at boundaries are the people that's leeches. Okay.
Right.
Right, the parasites.
Yeah, their intentions weren't.
They
pure.
no longer have that access.
All right, y'all hear that? Continue to follow us on our platforms and answer this question. How do I respond to my strong friends' boundaries? Do I respect them or do I punish them for having those boundaries? You can follow us on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube, at The Her Lounge or The Her Lounge Podcast. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.